Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on when you're watching this. If you're live with me, then it is good evening because it is the nighttime here in Arizona. It's actually 8:30 p.m. As I am recording this, I am going to check my Facebook just to make sure that I am live and then I can see myself. Oh, I just saw me. So that tells me that I'm live. And I'm going to give it a short second so a couple folks come into the room. I hate to do that countdown. You know how sometimes people have the countdown that it comes on first and it starts counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to let you know somebody's coming into the room. I was gonna do that tonight, and I was like, nah, I feel like it's kind of cheesy, so I just wanted to be here. So I just talked through this couple of seconds until y'all come in. Hey, Teron, how you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Hey, you guys. Hey, Jerome, what's up? What's up? Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for coming through. Please drop a comment in the chat. Say hi, say what's up. Just so I like to know who's in the room so I know who I'm talking to, so I can give examples and ideas and whatnot based on who's in the room. So as you come in, please say a hello, a hi. Also, if you can do me a favor, depending on where you're watching this, if you can do a thumbs up, that would be great. If you could do a share, that would be great. If I want to bring people into this room because this is a particular conversation that we're going to be having tonight. It's about your money script. I'm going to say that again. It's about your money script, SCRIPT. We're going to talk about money scripts tonight. And if you are not familiar with that terminology, I'm going to tell you what your money script is. I'm not going to give you let me take it slow, one step at a time. First, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. That's what Vicky would say. And also tag people who you think want to have a money conversation, but also share this video, okay? Hey Ada, hey Dennis, Facebook user. Hello, lady. What's good? What's up? What's up? I know, right? 2 days in a row, 2 nights in a row. It seems like whenever I'm hosting an event or whenever I have something going on, I'm on live or I show up on social media, and that is the truth. That is the case. It's not to say that I'm not busy and working when I'm not on social media. It just means that I'm busy and I'm working when I'm not on social media. However, when I have something coming up, I definitely like to talk about it. And so, of course, what I'm promoting right now is my Black Power Lifestyle Retreat. And so every night I'm going to come and kind of talk about one of the topics that we're going to be talking about at the retreat to kind of give you some perspective about why you should be there. And so tonight we're talking about your money script. And the reason why I think this is a great conversation to have with Black people, with Black women specifically, is because we often talk about generational wealth, right? We talk about building generational wealth. We talk about making sure that there's money to pass on to the next generation. We talk about our legacy. We want to create businesses so that our family can have them, but we do not talk about our money script. Okay, and your money script, just in case you don't know what it is the fundamental beliefs about money that impacts your financial decisions and wellness. But that's not the part that's crazy. The part that's crazy about your money script is that oftentimes these ideologies come from your childhood. That's the piece that's a kicker. That means your relationship with money, how you think about money, how you spend money, it comes from your belief system that was given to you when you were a youth, right? And this is the crazy part about it. If your parents had a lot of money and they spent a lot of money, then you may be loose money. If your parents were broke and they didn't have a lot of money, then you might be frugal with money. But it could be the opposite, right? Maybe your parents had a lot of money, but you still are a person who budgets because they had a lot of money. They taught you to budget. But how you relate to money, how you deal with money, how you think about money comes from your youth. How many of you agree with that? Let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you believe or feel like you spend money based on how you saw money being spent. Are you frugal because your parents were frugal? Do you spend a lot of money because your parents spent a lot of money? You don't have to tell me if you was broke. Like that ain't my business. But I'm just I want to ideologize. Oh, if you think that way, like oh, you know what? I never thought about it like that. But that's your script. And so the reason why this conversation is important, in my humble opinion, is because if we're going to talk about generational wealth and we're going to invest and we're going to go out here and talk about our legacy, then we have to talk about how are we going to retrain our minds around money? How are we going to change our what we charge as business owners what we ask for when we sit at the negotiating table as employees, how we save our money, all of those scripts have to change in order to truly get you to the next level financially. Can I get a snap in the comments? I need somebody. I need y'all to talk back to me. Not talk. I said talk back, not talk black, just in case y'all. So let me know in the comments. Let me get a high five, a thumbs up, or something, so I know if you agree with what I'm saying, if it's connecting with you. So there are 4 money scripts. There are 4 money scripts, and I'm going to tell you what they are. Dennis Spraggan said, "You right?" Okay, so I'm going to tell you what the 4 money scripts are. If you want to hear them, let me know you're ready. Say I'm ready, or say tell me. Say tell me what the 4 money scripts are, so I will know that you want to know. Okay, I got one person raise their hand and say, "Okay, I want to know." Okay, cool. So these are the 4 money scripts. One of them is money avoidance. These are the people who avoid thinking and acting on your finances. That used to be me. Like I used to not. You couldn't give me look at my bank account. I knew I got paid every other Friday. And so every other Friday I paid my bills, and then whatever was left over, then I'm gonna go spend it. But I didn't want to do a budget. I did not want to look to see what I had left. As long as my bills was paid, I felt like everything else belonged to me, right? And so avoiding your finances is one money script that people have. Okay. Another money script is money vigilance. This is like the opposite. These are the people who pinch pennies so much that they can't enjoy their hard work. So these are the people who they make money, they have money, but they don't spend it. Like they're afraid to use it. They're afraid to leverage it. They don't invest it. They might not even have a savings account. They might have their money under their bed. Like they like, oh my goodness, they don't want to let the money go. Okay. So these are the people who are really vigilant about their money. They may not take vacations. They're going to travel in the smallest car. Like they're just very tight with their money. The third one is money worship. Money is the key to happiness. These people put the grind over everything. I'm not going to say these are clout chasers. I'm not going to say that, but these are people who they got their mind on their money and their money on their mind. That's these individuals. And so they're meticulous with their money. They know how much money they have. They check it this is probably my mom. My mom looks at her bank account every day. And she's not a money worshiper. Actually, you know what? She's probably 4. Let me take that back. She's not a money worshiper. She's the 4th one, which is money status. Financial status equals self-worth. Sometimes you overspend to keep your status. No, that's not her either. She's going to be money vigilance, I would say. She's probably money vigilance. She is a person who checks her bank account every day. She pays her bills on time. She pays over. She's on top of her percentages. Like she don't play around when it comes to her money. And a lot of that is from when we were younger. She's a single mom of 3 girls, having to work 2 jobs. So she had to really be meticulous about her funds. And so now in her later years, she's just very good with her money, right? And so those are the 4 money scripts. Money avoidance. These are the people who avoid thinking and acting on their finances. Money vigilance. These are the people who pinch pennies so much that they can't enjoy their hard work. You have money worshipers. These are the people who believe money is the key to happiness. So they put the grind over everything. And then you have money status. These are financial status equals self-worth. Sometimes you overspend to keep your status. Now, I don't want you to put all your business in the street. But which one do you think you are today? Do you think that you are a person who avoids money? Are you a money avoidance person? Are you a money vigilant person? Are you a money worship person? And worship is kind of extreme, right? Money is the key to happiness. That's just somebody who feels like if I have money, life will be good. That's kind of how I like to say it. And then you have people who think that money is status. Like if I don't got no money, I don't got no status. Like I gotta have money. Which one would you say that you most align with, or which one do you think that you are more closely aligned with? There's another way of saying this, and I kind of like these ones. So money avoidance, it says money is evil. Less is more. Having money equals feeling guilty. That's not me. I don't think that money is evil. No, ma'am. No, sir. And then the other one says money focus. I like this one better because I think it's more positive, right? Money focus. This is the person who says money solves the problem. More money is always better. There's never enough money. I think that's me. I'm more money focused. I'm focused on my finances. I'm focused on my credit. I'm focused on building wealth. I'm focused on my legacy. I'm focused on how my bills are being paid. I'm focused on what I'm saving, right? So I think that's more me. And then you have that concept of money status, where self worth equals net worth, status symbols are priority, money equals social standing. And then the money vigilance, money should be saved. Handouts are negative. Working for money is noble. So let me see what you guys are saying. Ada says she's money focused. Yeah, I like to believe that I'm money focused. And I didn't start out that way. I don't think any of us, and I could be wrong. Let me know if tell me what you think. I don't think any of us start out money focused, credit focused, life focused, career focused, family focused, hell, self focused, right? I think when you first come out the gate and you're getting into life, you're just trying to survive, whatever that looks like. So you're signing up for credit cards. One of the first things they did when I stepped on a college campus, the very first thing, I don't even think I actually walked into the administration building yet, was sign me up for a credit card at 18. Like that was I remember one of the very first things I did when I stepped on campus. Again, I don't even think I had actually signed up for school yet. I got a credit card at 18. I didn't know nothing about budgeting. I didn't know anything about money. Here I am, 18 years old with a credit card. And I believe that a lot of times our money scripts start there. It's our childhood, but then we turn 18 and then we become responsible for our money. We become responsible for our finances. And so then the on us becomes on us, right? To learn and to know and to educate ourselves relative to what we think about money. And the thing about your money script is that it's not just how you spend money, it's not just how you save money, it's your relationship with money. It's what you think you're worth. It's how much you should be paid when you sit down at the negotiating table with your employer. It's how much you should be paid when you set prices in your business. It's not this little itty like the how we think about money is huge. How we think about it, how we use it, how we leverage it, how we make it, how we spend it. All of that starts with your mindset. Ever thought about it like that? It's innate. Some of it's what you've seen, a lot of it's what you know, but more of it is what you don't know. Have you ever thought about why people's credit starts to get good in their 40s? People start buying houses in their 40s. Like your 20s and your 30s, you learn about life. And then in your 40s, you start actually applying the stuff that you learn. You care about your credit. You care about the money that you make. You care about the job that you work at. You care about where you live. You care about the car that you drive. Like all these things start to become important. And you start to be intentional and cognitive about the scripts that you tell yourself, the money script that you have, the employment script that you have, the career script that you have, your entrepreneur script, these scripts. And it's SCRIPT, which is basically the things that you write. So if you think about your mental script or the mental thing that you're telling yourself over and over again in your life, I don't got the money, I can't afford it, I'm not going to get this job, I'm not qualified, he doesn't need me, she doesn't need me, it's never going to work, I can't afford this house. Those scripts that we tell ourselves, they play out and they show up in our lives, in our business, in our career, how we deal with money, how we handle money, how we spend money. Have you ever thought about that? Your money script? I'll take it one step further. What about your life script? What about your script in life? So let me ask you guys this. If you had to script your life's mantra or or okay. So one of the two, listen carefully. If you had to script either your life's mantra or um a sitcom title for your life, what would it be? Okay, so either your life's mantra or a sitcom's title. So this is literally off the dome. So I'm gonna try to think of one for my life. If I had to come up with a title for my life or a mantra, what would it be? I would probably name it woulda, coulda, shoulda. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. That would be what I would name it. I wish I woulda done the stuff that I coulda and shoulda, because I would be so much further in life. Um, Maybe even fear factor, like all the things that we talk ourselves out of because we're afraid or we're not sure what to do or we're not sure how to do it or we don't know if we have what it takes to do it, that we coulda, shoulda done if we would have known. Dennis Spraggan said, get going in life. Ooh, I like that one. I like that one. Nicole Tim says, I got my credit card at 18 also. Man. And here, check this out. Here's the thing about our money scripts. The things that we figured out and learned early in life. Are you now teaching those things to your kids? Are you changing the so we call generational wealth the passing down of money. And we know what generational curses are, right? But I feel like we talk more about generational wealth and passing down money than we talk about breaking these generational curses. But I don't feel like we can pass down generational wealth if we don't talk about the generational curses, lacking financial knowledge. So we have to change these money scripts. We have to talk to our kids about not getting credit. Look at this right here. This is a credit card for my son. I added him to my credit cards when he turned 18. And so this fool gets a credit card notification, like they send them like peppermint patties. Like we get them 2, 3, 4, 5 a week. They're trying to get him to sign up for a credit card, but he knows not to do it because he's trying to save for his car. And he's 21 because of my credit. He got over 730. Like he's doing good with his money and his credit. But that's because I've changed the script for him. I changed the money script for him so that he better knows and understands what credit is, how to use it, how to budget your money. If you make this much money, you have to save this. If you spend this, you don't get this. The script had to be changed for him. But here I am, 45. I'm gonna tell you the truth, being honest, just changing the script for myself. Like that's the truth. Changing the script for myself in my 40s is when I figured out how to adjust the money script. Kim said, WTF, were you thinking, but damn, it's kind of working. You know what? To your point, the what the fuck, the WTF part for 20 and 30 is serious. But right around that 40 comes the, but damn, it's kind of working. So you kind of have to go through some of that 20, 30 WTF, figuring it out, getting it in the mud, working hard. Sometimes you're avoiding money. Sometimes money status is important. Sometimes you're money vigilant. Sometimes you're money focused. Here's the truth. If we want to call a spade, you're literally going to go through all 4 money scripts in life. You should go through, all 4 money scripts in life, right? There is a time for money avoidance. Well, probably not. There's probably not a time for money avoidance. It's just that we're going to go through it. 18, 19, 20, you're going to go through money avoidance. There is a time for money worship. There is a time for money vigilance. There is a time for money status or money focus. Each one of these statuses, each one of these scripts is important. Not important. Each one of these scripts phase is vital, and you have to go through it. and I don't know if I want to say have to, it's just that you do. Like you do. You just do. Right? The issue is some folks never got out of the money avoidance phase. They still 40, 50, 60 years old, avoiding their bills, avoiding their money, not looking at their budget. And we need to. Like if you don't want to pass down your ideologies about money, then you have to change the script. And unfortunately, everybody doesn't know how to do that. If you've never budgeted before, it's very difficult to budget. If you've never had a savings before, you may not want to save. It's easy to say, "Oh, save your money." It's hard. It's hard to save money. Somebody in the comments tell me, is it easy to save money? Like, don't lie. Is it easy to save money? When you see something that you want and you got it, don't you want to buy it? We live in a world that immediate gratification is real. And so, as Black women and Black people, and as we're growing and excelling and getting to these new heights, and we're breaking generational curses, and we're talking about generational wealth, and we're talking about, legacy, we also have to talk about breaking these generational curses around our ideologies about money, building wealth, charging prices, paying prices, budgeting, savings, investing. Because if you do things right and you get your credit score up and you leverage your credit and you invest in a property and you start making six figures and you're doing all these great things, but you blow it, you overspend, you don't save, you don't leave a legacy, and you still end up in debt, but you're working twice as hard. So you have to change your money script. It's super important. It's vital for you and your real legacy, your children, your children's children, etc. So somebody has to stand up and say, not on my watch, I'm going to change these scripts around money. I'm going to change my ideology around money. I'm going to charge what I'm worth. I'm going to go to a job that pays me what I'm worth. I'm going to save. I'm going to budget. I'm going to make sure my kids know how to save and budget. The conversation around money changes with me. Dennis says, it's not what you make, it's what you save, though it's easier said than done. Yes. Facebook say, hey, coach, you preaching tonight. You know, I've tried to preach every now and then. So again, every night this week, I'm going to go live and I'm going to hit on a topic that we're going to be talking about at the Black Power Lifestyle Retreat. At the Lifestyle Retreat, and I wish I could call it the Style Your Life Retreat. And really, because that's what we're going to be doing. For 2 days, we're going to be covering 10 topics relative to styling a life that does not overwhelm you, that you feel good about, you feel good in, and that makes you happy, healthy, and wealthy. I would be doing you a disservice if I taught you how to make wealth, how to create wealth, how to live a wealthy life, how to have money, but I didn't talk to you about changing your money script. I would literally be setting you up to fail. If I gave you $250,000 and I said, be blessed, go out into the world, but I didn't tell you how to invest it, and I didn't tell you check on your relationship with money, and I didn't know if you were a saver, I would be setting you up to fail. Look at all these NFL players that get these super huge contracts. Look at Mike Tyson. Look at all these folks that have multiple millions of dollars, and then they end up broke. Nobody talked to them about their money. Nobody changed their money script. Nobody changed their relationship with money. Nobody had a conversation with them to say, hey, you about to have this money, boo. Let's figure out how to make it work for you. Oh, what's that line from the Players Club? Make the money, don't let the money make you, or something like that. They used to say in the Players Club. It was like their little sign off. That's the real truth. Either you're going to work for the money or the money's going to work for you. And unfortunately, we get caught up working for the money because our script about money hasn't taught us how to make our money work for us yet, until today, until the Black Power Lifestyle Retreat. So let me go ahead and sprinkle y'all with this magic we're gonna have at this event called the Black Power Lifestyle Retreats. Okay. I'm super geeked for this event. One, I put my heart and soul into it, but mostly because we're going to be talking about the stuff that's super impactful for Black women to get to this next level. And I know it's such a weird conversation because society would say we're already at the next level, but there's so much strife, that internal strife with getting to this next level, right? Imposter syndrome, not knowing if you know, the sitting at the table, all this other stuff that's happening, right? And so this event, I was able to bring, I think we have like 26 speakers, 26 Black women that are going to be hitting the stage talking about beauty, personal development, career development, financial planning, estate planning, look good, feel good, fashion, money, right? So day one, we're going to be doing mind, body, and soul. Our topics are going to be look good, feel good, how to present the best you. We're going to be talking about having a balanced life, how to have it all and not crumble. We're going to talk about alpha femininity, the myth of the strong Black woman. That's literally going to be my favorite conversation. We're going to talk about mastering your mindset so that you can transform the relationship with you. We have a keynote on imposter syndrome, which is the silent killer of dreams. And I don't know if you guys know this, but imposter syndrome is the highest in Black women. It's not crazy, and we know why. And then on day two, we're going to be talking about conquering the corporate ladder, how to move up and secure the bag. We're going to talk about mastering the world of credit, how to join the 700 Club if you haven't, but if you have, how to leverage it for power. We're going to be talking about how to build a bulletproof wealth portfolio, so how to stack your FU money. So if you're interested in crypto, real estate, cannabis, stocks, entrepreneurship, that's going to be a dope conversation. We're going to talk about protecting your financial assets so you can preserve your family's future and legacy. We're going to be going over life insurance, financial planning, estate planning, retirement planning. There's literally one of the ladies that's coming. She does estate planning, and she's going to be handing out an estate planning document that everybody will be able to leave with. So even if you don't have a lawyer, you'll be able to plan for your estate. And then the keynote is going to be around identifying your money script. And we are going to be actually helping people to solve that situation. So how do you identify it, and then how do you resolve it? What are some things that you can do to help to change your money script, but also break that generational curse for those that are coming up behind you? So I'm super geeked. We're going to, during this time together, we're going to relax, relate, release. I love this. We're going to relax together. We're going to relate because it's going to be a room full of Black people, and we're going to release things that are holding us back and that are keeping us from the greatness that we know is within us. It is a 2-day event. It's a virtual event. It's Saturday and Sunday, June 11th and June 12th. It's going to be super dope. There's a lot of different stuff. We're going to do the Black Power Retreat playlist. I am going to be handing out the Black Girl list, which is going to be super dope. We got the Black Power affirmations and meditation. You get to be in the Black Girl Sister Circle, not Black Girl, the Black Power Sister Circle. After doing the Black Power business conference, a lot of people were like, "What? You know, we couldn't take notes fast enough. It was so good, I couldn't take notes and listen." So this time, I'm going to be doing the transcript. So if you came to the conference and you want to take the notes, don't trip. The retreat will have transcripts, and so it's super exciting. Plus, I'm giving away stuff. Like I love to give stuff. So I was able to partner with a couple of dope Black women to give out some stuff, plus one Black man. I don't know anybody else that has a Black-owned watch company. So my homeboy over at Benson Watch, he is donating or sponsoring, I should say, a watch and a bracelet. My makeup artist, Makeup by Mary, she's doing a one-on-one slay down lesson. So if somebody's like really wants to understand makeup or how to do their eyebrows, something like that, she's doing a one-on-one slay down session that she's offering. I am putting up a replay of the Black Power Conference, a couple of journals, Soap Life 360s making some donations, the McBride sisters, so the Black Girl Wine, Black Girl Magic Wine. There's an invest in cryptocurrency with confidence course. So it's gonna be a good time. So I can not wait. It is gonna be super dope. So if you um remove that. If you are somebody who's like, you know what, I need to get better with my money script. Like I really do need to get my money script better. First of all, I didn't even know that there was such thing as a money script. And now that you said it, I feel like I need to do better. I definitely need to have a better relationship with my money. I do want to invest. I do want to save. I do want to be thinking about my retirement. I do want to start a business. I do. There are things I want to do with my money that, for whatever reason, I don't seem to be doing right now. Then I highly invite you to come and hang out with us at the Black Power Lifestyle Retreat and style the life that you want relative to your finances. That might be a business. That might be savings. That might be really getting your budgeting under control. That might be dealing with some money issues you had from your youth. Maybe everybody's money story is different, right? I've heard everything from when I was younger. I was on welfare and I used to go to school and I couldn't eat. And so I said that was never going to be me. And so now I save my money and I don't spend any money. Well, that's a rough situation, but you don't want to work so hard that you can't enjoy your money. Like you can't take a vacation, right? So your money script can do two things. It can hinder you, it can help you, it can be traumatic, but first you have to recognize and realize that you have a money script. A lot of times we don't even realize it. We just live life. We just spend money or don't spend money, or and we wonder, how come I can't get this under control? How come I can't stop spending? How come I can't stop shopping? How come I keep buying shoes? And sometimes it's mental. It's something completely different. It's not just your money script from when you're youth. It could be a variety of different things. Relationships. There's so many different reasons for the relationship that we have with money, how we spend our money, how we invest our money. There's a variety of different reasons for doing it. So the topic that I wanted to cover tonight was your money script. Okay. And again, every night I'm going to come and kind of talk about one thing that we're going to be covering at the retreat. I'm not going to give the solutions until you get to the retreat, but I do want to help you to recognize that this is something that you need to work on. If this is something that you feel like you need to be in the room, like, you know what, I need to go to this retreat so I can deal with this. Thank you, Dennis. Look at what Dennis said. Y'all can see what Dennis said. You are gorgeous with intellect. Thank you. And so, yeah, every night I'm just going to come and kind of talk about it. Like, I want to make sure that we have a room full of Black people, Black women that are diligent and driven for what comes next. So people who are just like, I just need the information. Tell me what to do. Tell me how to do it. And I'm going to show up, right? Because those are my people. I was talking to one of my clients today. This chick, she's in a 6-month program with me. And we're about to be ready to launch our business at the end of the month, early next month. It'll be 3.5, 4 months. And I was telling her, I was like, you are my favorite kind of client. Everything I tell you to do, you do. Everything I tell you to do, you do. And you're going to be 2 months ahead. 2 months ahead of schedule. I have other clients who only do work when they talk to me. If you talk to me twice a month for an hour, that means you're only working on your business, you're only working on your career, you're only working on your goals and objective 2 hours a month. And only when you talk to me, you can't move forward like that. Like nothing's going to work if that's how you work it. And it's the same with your life. It's the same with your career. It's the same with how you budget. It's the same with your relationship. It's the same with your health. It's the same. If you're not intentional, diligent, focused, and specific about what you want to change or scale or grow or be different, it's not going to do any of those things. And so one of the reasons why I have these types of events is to allow people to get into a room with other people or women or Black people specifically who are on the same journey. So you don't have to feel like you're by yourself. You're the only person who's trying to get to this next level or get to this next place. You're the only person who's trying to tackle your finances. You're the only person who's trying to get your budget under control. You're not. A lot of people are in that position, whether they say it or not, whether they be honest or not. There's folks who are bringing in $250,000, $500,000, and got money issues. This is not a under $50,000 earner issue. You got people who are making $750,000 and still broke, millions of dollars and still broke. Your money script is not particular to the money that you make. It's the individual, it's the person and how they relate to money. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Anywho, get off my soapbox tonight because I mean, you have to be intentional, and you have to be intentional about seeing something different happen in your life. You have to be intentional about taking your life to the next level. You have to be intentional um, about styling the life that you want, about breaking generational curses, about building wealth, about change, intentional, and dare I say it, lean in, consistent. On that note, any questions? I didn't take any questions last night, but I got a little bit of time. Does anybody have any questions relative to money, your money script, um, how much you charge, increasing your rates, your fees, asking for money at work? Anything I can answer for you? There's a little bit of a delay, so that's why I'm pausing just to see if there's any questions. Do, 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 do. Have you were you familiar with the term money script before? Do you know what your money script is? Is this the first time you've heard that terminology? Ooh, Dennis Spraggins says, how do you get paid off of a podcast? Great question. So with podcasts, you're going to get paid oftentimes through advertising, right? The majority of the time you're going to get paid. There's well two ways, right? It will depend on the type of podcast that you have, right? One of the main ways that people get paid from podcasts is going to be advertising, but a second way is affiliate marketing. So those are the two most popular ways to get paid with a podcast. So the larger your audience grows, the more people who actually tune in and or download your podcast, your user base grows, and advertisers that want to get in front of that audience will pay you to advertise in front of your audience. And so these advertisements can either be some that you go out and get yourself, meaning you go in and approach different companies or organizations that you want to work with and partner with, and present them with your media kit to let them know this is what your user engagement is. This is how people are downloading your podcast, or this is how long they're listening. And you would say, hey, we share the same audience. Would you like to advertise? That's one way. The other way is depending on the podcasting platform that you're on. For example, I think it's FM, AM, FM, Anchor FM. I think it's called Anchor FM, something like that. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. They have advertising built into their platform. So if you turn your podcast on for advertising, then they will let their advertisers advertise to your podcast themselves. So you don't have to do anything. You don't have to create any advertisement. They'll do it for you. And then the other one is affiliate marketing. And this is the one where it kind of depends on what you do. So for example, for me as a business coach, business strategist, if I were to refer a hosting platform or a course platform or any of these businesses that I work with, and somebody were to sign up with them, I would get an affiliate, right? So one of the businesses that I have an affiliate with is called Kartra. It's a CRM. It's what I run all of my sales pages on. And so whenever I refer Kartra to someone else, every single time I refer, they pay me $50. And if I refer multiple or if people sign up for certain deals, I get nice affiliates, right? So 1 month I got like a $1,500 affiliate payment. So that wasn't necessarily from a podcast, but again, the question is, how can you make money off of a podcast? These are different ways that you can make money off a podcast. There are other ways that people, also if you have a business, you're selling your book. If you have a business, you're selling your products. So there's multiple different ways to make money off of a podcast. But if all you're doing is a podcast and you don't actually have a business per se, like a book or merchandise and things like that, advertising, affiliate marketing. Merchandise would be another one. Even if you don't have a business, you could do merchandise. So hopefully that answered your question. Margaret, hey, Margaret, never heard of Money Scripts. Well, good. I always like to make sure when I come that I at least try to drop off something that you either don't know or haven't heard about. I deal with Money Scripts a lot with my entrepreneur clients, especially those that are not making enough money. So your money script, it's not just about savings and budgeting. It's impacts and affects everything that has to do with you from a financial standpoint. So even when I'm talking to my clients and I'm like, how much you're going to charge for that? Oh, like 125. 125? Yeah, I think that's enough. What? You can easily get 250 for that. Like, what are you doing? Like, your money script affects everything. How much are they going to pay you? Oh, I just went in and asked for 40,000. 40,000? But the job description says it starts at 55. It goes from 55 to 80. Why'd you do 40,000? Well, I just wanted to get into the company. But that's not what. So your money script, it's not just budgeting and savings. It's how you relate to money. And that's like what I want to make sure that people understand. Like it's not as simple as whether or not you can save. It's not as simple as whether or not you pay your bills or not. It affects everything that has to do with you, your mindset, and money. Everything. So that's why I want people to be aware of their money script. Because if you are aware of it, then you will know how to identify it. But more importantly, you'll know how to talk it down. You'll know how to deal with it so that you don't cheat yourself. You don't want to cheat yourself at the negotiating table. You don't want to cheat yourself when you go to write down how much you want to be paid. You don't want to cheat yourself when you set your rates if you're an entrepreneur. You don't want to cheat yourself with investment deals, and you don't want to cheat yourself. And so that's why I feel like having these money script conversations is super important for all people, Black people specifically. All right, so that is our conversation for tonight. I'm not going to hold you guys. I know that it is late. I apologize that I got on so late. This is literally the first time I sat down at my desk today. So this is as soon as I could get on and have a conversation. But again, please, if you are interested in getting the solution, right? If you want to actually learn how to identify your money script and address it so that you can change it, make sure that you are in the room at the Black Power Retreat. Okay, you can go to www.theblackpowerretreat.com. The prices are super low, $99, $199, $299. They're not very expensive. I always make sure that I have a low-hanging fruit. So I got the $99 one, right? So worst case scenario, you could be in the room for $99. If you want to go to VIP, $199. If you want to go super VIP, $299. But you can be in the room for $99. Economical. It's more important to me that people are in the room and they get this knowledge and they get this information and you get this refresh. We're halfway through the year. We're halfway through the year. And this is where people start falling off. You fall off your budget, you fall off your goals, you fall off your diet, you fall off of a lot of the things that you say that you wanted in the year. And so that's why I did this at this point in time. I did the business conference at the January, February, March, at the beginning of Q3. I'm sorry, at the beginning of the second quarter. So in March, I did business just to make sure that my business people were together. And now I'm doing life at the halfway mark just to make sure that you have the energy, the focus, the resolve to get through the rest of this year. So this is my invitation to you. Please come and join me, plus my 26 other beautiful melanated queens who will be facilitating, hosting, speaking at the Black Power Retreat. All right. Thank you guys so much. My name is Lene Javette. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, at I am Lene Javette. Again, that's at I am Lene Javette, which is my name right there. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Again, go check us out. I hope to see you guys tomorrow night and at the retreat next weekend. Peace.